Yes, as you may have been able to have gathered from that incredibly deep and very unnecessary sigh, this is an apology video. I am an Australian. I am an Australian football fan. And for the last month or so, the entire world's eyes has been on us to deliver. Everyone was hoping we'd come through, and we failed you. We let you all down. We were supposed to give Usain Bolt a professional football contract so that way we could get him in FIFA 19. The A-League side, Central Coast Mariners, gave him a trial for about a little over a month or so, and it looked like for a little while there, he was actually going to get picked up. But no, after cock-teasing us for months, broadcasting his trial games, nothing is going to happen. The Central Coast Mariners let him walk, and he is still an unsigned free agent and still not in FIFA 19. Bloody hell, Mariners, you had one job. I swear, nothing good ever comes out of the Central Coast, all right? Just look at Laserbeam. To be fair to the Mariners, I'm pretty sure this is all boiled down to a financial decision, if you know what I mean. I'm pretty sure Usain Bolt was after that insane marquee-like money, when really, he would have been the worst player on the team. But this doesn't change the fact that Usain Bolt is not going to be in FIFA 19 unless a miracle happens. Let's be real here. Usain Bolt is more than likely going to end up going and playing in the Taiwanese second league. And as far as I'm concerned, the Taiwanese league isn't in FIFA, let alone the goddamn second division. So really, yeah, sure, he might end up playing football for a professional club, but that club is surely not going to be in FIFA. Which is why, to make up for my country's shortcomings, I am going to be making Usain Bolt in FIFA 19. I'm going to give him the stats that I personally feel he deserves. Trust me, I watched all the games that he played, all of his trial games and stuff, so I feel like I've gotten a pretty good read on him and how he stacks up compared to the rest of the players in the A-League and just overall FIFA players. I feel like I've got a good idea about this. And just before we get started today, everybody, I want to let you all know that this video was brought to you by OneFootball. OneFootball is a footballing app that keeps you up to date with all the latest football information on both iOS and Android. It comes in multiple different languages. It's got information from leagues all across the world of football, such as news, scores, stats, lineups, tables, everything like that. And one of my personal favorite features of the OneFootball app is the augmented reality lineup feature. It allows you to see team lineups in augmented reality, and if the game's already been played, allows you to see player information like stats and everything like that. It's pretty damn sick. So if you do want to check out OneFootball, then click the link in the description down below. And thank you once again to OneFootball for supporting and sponsoring this video. He was playing on the left, he's a left footer, so he was playing on the left-hand side of the pitch a little more. As in the first game, it was like he was playing at left wing, sort of, and in the second game, it looked like he was playing just up top as a striker. So I put him as like a forward left role, so it's like he's a left forward, a striker slash left winger. That's the position he operates in. Of course, his kit number 9'5" for obvious reasons. And then, of course, left footer, his age is, bro, I've got this down to a T. 6'4", he weighs way more than this, but the only way I could give him a lean body type is to have him at 178 pounds, so there, we're done. All that's left for me now is to go through and give him attributes. Every single stat, I'm going to give him exactly what I think he should get. Once I've done that and I've created his player in the game, I'm going to load up a career mode with the Mariners. We're going to sim a season and see if he would have been useful with the overall that he's got and if the Mariners are going to rue their decision. He could end up scoring, I don't know, 25 goals in a season and been the A-League's Golden Boot winner. Who knows? We'll see if the Mariners have made a mistake according to FIFA. So starting off with his attacking attributes, this is what I've given him. His crossing, 25. I didn't see him whip the ball in much, but if the rest of his technical ability is anything to go off, I think I'm happy with that 25 rating. His finishing, I would have given him less than 40 if it wasn't for the fact he hit the net not just once but twice. And to be fair, the second one doesn't really count because it was just, I don't even know. Heading accuracy, I've given him about a 40 as well. And I'm going to be honest with you, he did have a chance or two in his trial games, one of which looked like he took it pretty well. Decent-ish technique, nearly found the bottom corner, but just put it wide. So, I mean, I've niced him and given him 40. And trust me, that is a nice rating for what I think of Usain Bolt as a footballer. Short passing, 25. Can't exactly say that when he did have the ball at his feet, he was exactly looking to, to thread the ball through an awful. Maybe I've been a little unfair. I'll give him 30 for short passing, but his long passing definitely will bring that back a bit. Volleys are a 30, and yeah, that might even be kind in itself, but 30. And as for weak foot, I feel like 1 star would be a little, he did take some touches and stuff, even though he's, with the ball at his feet, he's just, it's not good. We'll get to dribbling and ball control in a second, but I've niced him again and I've given him 2-star weak foot. Defending stats, to be fair, I don't even really think this matters because we never saw him in a defensive role and never really had to do much defending. He didn't really make many tackles or anything like that, so just giving him 20s across the board, whatever. Skill-wise, oh boy, this is where I'm going to go in. I've given him 25 dribbling. Trust me, this is me being nice, okay? This man with the ball at his feet, okay? I know a lot gets said about Lukaku, but trust me, this man makes Lukaku look like Messi. I'm sorry, with the ball at his feet. It's ridiculous. And listen, you may think I'm being harsh on Usain Bolt here, okay? But look, I respect him for trying to pull off what he was trying to pull off. It's like, not a lot of people are going to try to do what he's trying to do, but the bloke's just not a footballer. Even after training at like a professional football club for 2+ months, I mean, you can polish a turd, but it's still going to be a turd. Now listen, I have been very mean when it comes to his technical ability, his actual skill with the ball at his feet, but now I'm going to be a little more fair on him. Power, sheer power, the athleticism. He's still got it to an extent. His shot power, 50. I got to be honest with you. Might even bump that up to a 50, 60 maybe. Yeah, sure. We'll give it a 60 because I got to be honest. The one actual goal that he did score, he put away with some, maybe not panache, but he got a little something behind that for sure. It was hit hard enough for the goalkeeper not to get underneath it in time. So fair play to him. I'll give him 60 shot power, and that's probably going to be the equal highest rated stat that he has, except for the obvious stat that he's going to have at 99. Jumping, I've given him about a 50. You know, I'm actually going back on a lot of these, you know. I genuinely feel like I've maybe underrated him a little bit with these stats. But yeah, jumping, we've given him 60 because he got up a little bit. He was a bit of a threat in the box as well. Stamina, 40. I'm not going to change that around. I think 40's fine. You would think a former Olympian, Usain Bolt, a sprinter, would have way more than 40, but believe me. In his first trial game, he came off the bench, ran around for about 15-20 minutes, and by the end of it, he looked exhausted. He looked like he had just played 2 straight games of football. It was ridiculous. He was just sweating like mad, and even in the second game, he didn't look great, but he did manage a whole 70 minutes, and he looked better. I'm sure the thrill of scoring probably kept him going a little bit as well there, but nah, I was shocked by the fact he didn't really. I know he's been out of the game for a bit, but I'm surprised that he didn't really handle like the fitness levels well enough as he did. So yeah, 40 for his stamina. You may feel again that's a bit unfair, but to be fair to me, to be honest, more than anything, he's not a marathon runner. He's not a long distance runner. He's got fast twitch fibers. He's a sprinter. He's not used to running for 45, 90 minutes at a time. He's used to running for bloody 30 seconds tops, and that's it. And now we get on to movement. And yes, I have given him, and this is basically just on a technicality. 99 acceleration and 99 sprint speed, because I'm not going to give the guy that is the fastest man on the planet anything less than 99. However, he's definitely lost a step, but Usain Bolt losing a step is still so much stupidly quicker than any other human being or pro footballer. But I almost kind of wonder, like, would he absolutely be, across 90 minutes, the fastest player? I know it's like judged by how quick a player run in like their fastest sprint throughout a game, but I almost don't know if 99 acceleration and sprint speed would be right for him anymore. He never at any point in his games ever just went flat out chasing a ball. However, maybe it's because he didn't need to. Maybe it's because even just a gentle stroll for him is like going flat out for any other normal footballer, any other human being. So to be fair to him, because he may not have given it his all in any of the games that I saw, maybe he was holding back, and probably for good reason. He needed to reserve whatever gas he had in the tank. I'm still going to give him a 99, just because I'd love to see the reaction to this video if I gave Usain Bolt like 90 pace or 95 pace even, and people would just be like, what are you doing? Mentality, his aggression, I don't know if it's because he was just looking to take it easy, but it didn't really... wasn't exactly starting fights or brawls or anything like that, but like 30, yeah, for sure. Interceptions, 20, again, more of a defensive stat. Attacking positioning, 30. I did have problems with the fact he really wasn't trying to get in behind the defense that much, to be fair, and that should be his game with the pace that he's got. If the Central Coast Mariners would win the ball back really deep in their own half and then just pump the ball long to him and try to get him in behind, and that was what he was doing, trying to get in behind the back four. He wasn't really doing that much, so 30 for attacking positioning. Vision, 30. Penalties, 40. Never saw it. We never really got to see him take a penalty, so I'll just take it and just give him a 40. And goalkeeping stats don't really matter, so I'm giving him a 10 across the board for that. But there you go. They are the attributes I've given him, and trust me, I think that that's off just, you know, what normal FIFA players are rated. A-League ratings and comparative ratings to players in the A-League and players on his own team and all that, I genuinely feel like that is around about what I would expect him to be rated, or at least what I expect his stats to be given as. But now I get to see what that all equates to as an overall. I haven't actually seen it yet. It's 37, which means he will be the lowest rated player in FIFA. And look, I gotta be honest with you, okay? I'm actually happy with that rating. 37, I feel like that's fine and fair. But of course, this is the Philip DeFranco show. Please be part of the conversation. Let me know in the comments down below, if he was in FIFA, what would you have Usain Bolt's overall? But okay then, we are loading up a career mode with the Central Coast Mariners with Usain Bolt in the team. I'm going to put him in the starting 11, sim every single game. We're going to see what sort of ratings this man is going to put up. What sort of numbers? Is he going to get bare goals, assists? Is he going to be able to contribute? I just want to see if the Mariners have made a mistake in letting this bloke go. What would have been if we saw Usain Bolt actually competing in the A-League? So here we go then, boys. I've chucked Usain Bolt in at left striker. That, to be fair, I don't think is, too far off where he was really playing in all of his trial games for the Mariners, so he will slot right in there. Apart from his acceleration and his sprint speed, it's absolutely atrocious stats all over the board. He's 31 years of age. We'll see. We'll see what he can do. Let's skip ahead to the first game of the season, and because it's the A-League, it doesn't start till like September, October, but yeah, September 30th. Now, I will say this. If Usain Bolt actually was picked up by the Mariners, there's no chance he would have ever started a game for them. That is out of the question. He probably wouldn't have even played a game until like the last 5 or 10 games of the season at best, really. And he would have come off the bench with about 10 minutes to go when the game was already gone to try to attack an already tied back four. And he might have actually been useful that way, and he might have picked up a goal or two. But for this, we're playing him, starting him every single game just to see. But here we go though, we've made it. The first game, it's the F2 derby as well, by the way, to get things kicked off. Newcastle v Central Coast. First game we're going to sim. Usain Bolt, is he going to get on the score sheet straight away? No, he gets dragged, in the 53rd minute for Jordan Murray. And we lost the game as well, so isn't that brilliant? I'm just going to keep on doing this. I'm going to simulate pretty much all the games. We'll see what sort of numbers he puts up, and toward the end of the season, maybe we'll jump in and have a quick game with him to see what this atrocious 37 rated FIFA player is like. And so we began to simulate. Unfortunately, Usain Bolt didn't get off to the best of starts in the A-League. All right, this is Usain Bolt's 5th game in the league. No goals yet. How about now against the Wanderers? 3-0 L. It felt like Usain Bolt was never going to score this season. But then, go on Usain. Get it against Newcastle. Get it in a rivalry game. How about it? Oh, he's done it! He has done it! Usain Bolt! Can you believe it? In the rivalry game as well. He was the first goal scorer. Oh my God. And can you believe it? He still got dragged in the 47th minute for Murray. You are shitting me. Oh my God. How many games in are we? This feels like 10 plus. He's finally scored a goal. It took him 10 games, but Usain Bolt has finally scored a goal. And he's... and he's gone down by 3 in his overall at the same time. Oh my God, you thought he was bad at 37. He's somehow gotten worse. But there you go. Finally, Usain Bolt gets his first goal in the A-League. The Mariners would probably have paid him about $2.5 million at this stage as well. So finally he produces. Look, I tell you what, now that he's gotten at least a goal, I feel a little bit better about just going all the way to the end of the season and just see what Usain Bolt is like, especially after a full season when he'll have dropped off even further with his overall. I don't know. He's gone down. He's gone down from 37 to 33. But look at the pace. His acceleration and sprint speed's gone down by more than 20 in less than half a year. But the question is though, has he doubled his tally? No, he's not. He's only got 1 goal in the Hyundai A-League in 17 appearances. He's managed a 6 rating, just the 6.1 rating for the entirety of it. Man, who would have thought that a 33 overall striker would struggle for goals in a league full of 70 rated players? Usain, mate, I'm terribly sorry, but off of this, I'm not sure if the Mariners are missing much. I would love for some team somewhere, some club that's actually in FIFA to pick up Usain Bolt. We let you down. As an Australian, I can only apologise, but hopefully someone can pick up our slack. I don't know, like someone get the Chinese league on the phone or something. I'm sure like a club like Changchun Yatai would happily pick him up. Japan, Korea, I'm just thinking like locally, like I don't know, you can go to Sangmu. What a great name. All right, just one of these clubs. Someone get him on the phone. Look, I want to see Usain Bolt in FIFA so bad, but it's going to take a country more ambitious than ours, unfortunately. It's just, what can you do? But thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Plenty more career mode and FIFA 19 videos coming soon. Till then, my name is MasterBucks. Have a good one.